everybody, this is a 5-minute light language. This is inspired by the energies that I felt coming in at a higher level, the light codes coming in about a week ago, where I felt this sense of anticipation of this expectation that something great was about to happen that was very exciting, almost like when you're about to go on a holiday and the day has arrived, or you've ordered something that you can't wait to receive and it's being delivered today. That feeling of something great's happening today. But it was a feeling, and it wasn't attached to anything that I consciously was expecting. But yes, it was those light codes of the arrival of something great, something that you've been looking forward to or working towards, or a reward for all your, for being you, right? Just reaping the rewards, that feeling. I love listening to McCord. She's amazing. There's so many light codes that she transmits through her voice as well, through her videos and transmissions. She's a intuitive astrologer, and I can link the video below, but she started to talk about around the end of May, beginning of June. There is a benevolent energy coming in where you get those rewards, which this often happens, is that I perceive something and then it gets verified to me through the things that I'm drawn to watch and hear. So those codes are coming in and they're verified. And then as those codes were coming in, what started to emerge, and this is how it happens, as those higher frequencies come in, it pushes out what is not that at the lower vibration. It transmutes the lower vibration, but to transmute it, you become aware of it. It comes into consciousness, and then it shifts out. So what those beautiful codes of reward and benevolence and excitement coming in, what they pushed out was things in the environment that were not right, that were not exciting, that were just distressing or stressful, and it didn't seem to be truth, or it seemed to be interference from outside, seemed to make life harder and less enjoyable. Even things as simple as the dishwasher breaking and the man coming to fix it, and then it breaks immediately before you get to use it, and then you've got to wait weeks for it to come back again, that kind of thing. Or also just things going on under the surface, maybe at your job, that become clear, and you start to understand what the situation was all along behind your back, that is not in your best interest, where you're not getting rewarded, like somebody coming in and doing your job when you leave, getting paid double your salary, that kind of thing, that was always in process and always intended, that suddenly becomes clear to you where you're not valued and you're not rewarded appropriately. So I hope I've given you an understanding of what these codes are, and the cards that came up. So this morning I got the connection from the guides. It's time to share. These codes are ready to be shared. So I sat down and picked these cards from the Intuit Oracle, and the first one that came up was mice. So that's where we're internalizing the things that aren't right. So you can see both these two cards, the fox and the mouse. These are the issues that are coming up to clear out, and this clover card at the bottom is the codes that are coming in. So the fox and the mouse and the mice, they're both functioning at a lower level of consciousness. They're both in the matrix. They're both very self-focused in this respect, in this reading. So for the mice, there's illness, fatigue, stress, anxiety, worry, making smaller, reducing things. So it's like if you're feeling a bit sick and you're stressed by things going on around you or things being overwhelming, you're going to reduce the things you need to do. You're going to probably say no to that invitation to a party. You're probably going to get takeaway food because it's quick and easy rather than cooking, that kind of thing. Feels decay, deteriorate. So it's all, it's like spiraling downwards really, but in an inner way, costly. So things feel costly, or things are getting taken from you because you're in this vibration of negative expectation, negative experience, which then perpetuates itself and draws those experiences to you. And then that's all coming from a fear. And then the nagging is like the expressing it outwards but it not changing, expressing it outwards but it's not changing, nobody's listening, or others are nagging at you and not hearing the answer, so nothing changes. So it's just this downward spiral, but from an internal perspective based on fear and negative experiences that have become internalized, and then created additional negative experiences. So the next one I got was fox. So then fox is the experiences outside of yourself, the predator. You know, a fox eats the mice. So fox is self-interest. He's looking at those mice, thinking, oh, I can get a nice meal here. He's persistent, he's cunning, he's sly, he's crafty. He'll do what he needs to do to get those mice. Sleight of hand. He'll be a little bit deceitful, or he'll be very deceitful, but he'll do it quietly, but under the surface, behind your back. You can feel that there's someone watching, someone around, someone waiting to pounce at the point that there's an opportunity when you're not paying attention, when you're not vigilant, when you're vulnerable. So it's these experiences, and that can also be outward. So there could be any parts of you, even if they're suppressed parts, that might want to do things quietly, like get your way quietly, behind the scenes without anyone noticing, but, you know, manipulating situations from a lower consciousness, from the ego self, rather than from aligning to what's right for you, to win-win situations. So this is a winner and a loser, rather than if I align to myself, I'm expanding my light and my love, and I'm being informed from that intelligence of what the right steps are, then my intention is that whatever happens for me is right for everybody that's connected to it as well. Atatati takakato koto toko toko koto toko koko. Akatatati takakato koto 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 koko. Akatatati takakato koto toko koko koko kotatati takakato koko koko koko. Okay, actually felt quite a lot of density shift there, especially from the cortex of the brain. You know, where we process information that we see, hear, feel, touch, how we process that and how that informs our actions. All right, so now we're going to bring in the clover. Luck, happy, coincidence, unexpected rendezvous, a fling, good fortune, carefree, a reward, flirt, short-lived. So this is like so open-hearted and so receptive and trusting to the world. It's being able to receive those good experiences, to release that feeling of being prey, being a predator, of others around you wanting selfish things and not caring about your needs. It's about being respected, appreciated, loved and rewarded. Feeling an expansion through the shoulders as the posture becomes upright. The chest and heart chakra becomes more exposed, as does the solar plexus chakra, as the posture changes, and you can receive that there's an inflow and outflow through that heart chakra that's open. The shoulders are open, the spine is straight, the chin is up, and it's a tingly, sparkly feeling of receiving abundantly. Atatata tita kakato totokota tita katata. Akatata tita takatakato. Akatata tita katakatoko. I just saw 2 love hearts come in. Atatata tita katakata. Akatata tita katakatoko. Akatata tita katatata tita kakatotoko. Akatata. Real clearing through the chest, the upper chest, the thymus, the soul seat, which is where we access our desire to fulfill our life's purpose. To be our true selves in the world. There's a clearing out through the temporal lobes, which is clearing out our emotional responses to past situations, enabling us to create new actions when we come across those situations again. So settling into the lower back, expansion of the crown, and those codes are flooding in through the crown. Feel them in the thigh muscles, strengthening the thigh muscles to walk in a new direction. There's an opening through the cranium, the skull bones, the atlas, where the base of the skull meets the neck, the jaw, and the sternum, all opening up. Like a shield is releasing, like all that, like there's been a contraction through all those bones are tightening as the mice focus on the stress and the fatigue and don't seem to be able to get out of that. Busy, trying to keep up on the rat race. It's all releasing and opening up. Mice becoming less focused on the minutiae. Eyes are opening, seeing further afield. Can see that fox. There's like a releasing of the protection because there's more visibility, and then the choices you make in your life take you away from danger. Yeah, okay. Big breathing in of that positive inflow of that life force energy of that unendangered life. That more empowered life, that safer life with less struggle. Yeah, okay. Those codes are in the spine, they're in the flesh, they're in the earth grids. and the energy field is expanded. Okay, that's it. Blessings, everybody. Make sure you drink a lot of water, and understand that any of those things that you see coming up in your life, they're just moving out. They're coming up because the higher codes are coming in, and they're being cleared out of your system. The only way out is out through that energy field, out through your conscious awareness. Blessings.